Good morning. Good morning. My name is Rodney Glover. I'm the candidate for governor of Florida. I'm running to give citizens access, right? Access to be able to tell the people that you hire that if they do something wrong, you have the access now to hold them accountable, not just with protesting and words and calling the telephone, to actually say that if you don't do the right thing by us, then we'll fire you. Now, somebody may say, hey, well, how is that putting money in my pocket? How is that putting food on the table? How are you helping with rent and insurance? How are you dealing with healthcare? How are you dealing with overdevelopment? The access portion, the main focus of this whole thing is going to give you the access to everything that you are concerned about that you currently do not have the access to. And when we don't pay attention, when we don't have the small people like myself trying to get this voice out to the larger group that actually needs to hear it, because you got to share it, because you got to be a part of it, because you got to want to help out, because you got to invest not just your money, you have to invest your time into this. Those small groups get attacked. Small people like me, don't get pushed like we should because we're actually doing what you're asking for, which is putting things in place that are going to be beneficial to you. One of the things that I'm going to show you right now is something very important. I want you to go to glover2026.com. You're going to see a bill that is being proposed right now. It is CSCS-SB, Senate Bill 290, Corporate Censorship Disguised as Foreign Protection. The investigation reveals how Florida Senate Bill 290 expands the state's food libel law to silence environmental activists, journalists, and scientists. The internal corporate memos from Monsanto and Do El Ango obtained from state archives proves these laws were designed to go on offensive against environmentalists and occupy valuable time and resources of critics, right? Some of the key findings that you really need to understand. Florida's 1994 flu libel law was literally written by industry lobbyists, all the people that we don't want to have control over what we are looking at. This law is going to expand law from perishable products like fruits and vegetables to non-perishable sugars, pesticides, fertilizers, and agriculture, right? The First Amendment Foundation warns researchers, environmental advocates, and journalists could face costly litigation simply for doing their jobs. Now, I want you to hit full research. When you go into full research, something that's very important is that this extends to non-perishable agricultural products, including sugars, fertilizers, pesticides, seeds, and animal feed. One of the things that I need for you guys to understand is that this stuff was like 60 pages deep, right? So what they were going to do was, if you try to say that something is wrong with a product, they're going to sue you, right? Eventually nobody's going to want to say anything, because to try to say something is going to cost you, because these people have so much money that you will get caught up in not being able to pay for the litigation while wanting to do right by all the people who get their products. But they snuck this in 60 pages deep. And that's how they're saying it got passed. Now we know, because the actual commissioner guy, he received hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let me see if I can find his name for you guys, just to be clear. Agricultural Commissioner Wilton Simpson, who originated the bill, received hundreds of thousands from U.S. Sugar and Florida Crystals. These people are getting paid to coerce all of us into not being able to simply say that, hey, something is wrong with this product or with this thing that's going to go in our food. If we don't give you the access, this goes unchallenged. Do you understand that? I don't care that we have 120 House representatives. If 61 of them are being paid by, y'all got this number's real. If 61 of them are being paid by big corporation, a stipend of money to pass this bill, and out of the 40 senators that we have in the state of Florida, if 21 of them are being paid, this bill gets passed. And that hurts us all. My proposal to give you access, my proposal to make sure that bills like this, that the wording like this does not ever end up in a bill, because we're going to know, we're going to find this. It's not going to keep slipping through the cracks, because we're going to use technology to ensure that, hey, is there any wording in the bill that's going to butt up against our constitutional rights? That's going to say, hey, yep, you need to look at this because this could challenge our constitutional rights to call out a wrong, because smaller organizations can't afford the judicial system. I have said this in the beginning. There is a financial wall that is put in place to stop good people from helping. If we don't get access to this legislation so that the good people can help and not be mitigated or pushed aside by the financial problems that are here, by the wall that the justice system allows to happen, then we're not going to be able to actually address the concerns that are truly hindering our neighbors. So I'm asking you to give me an opportunity by going to Glover2026.com. It's right there on the page when you hit the home button. Sign the petition. Download it. You got to download it, and you have to take it in person. You've got to want to do your part for our future. I know you got problems today. Everybody has problems today, including myself. I understand that. But we are fighting not just for today, we are fighting for tomorrow. And when I mean fighting, I mean you're deciding in yourself that you have to get past whatever's blocking you from doing better for other people and go turn in that petition. Thank you for your time. You guys have a great morning.